What happened to 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro? His parents claimed he was kidnapped from a parking lot, but investigators now believe that was a lie. Behind their public tears and desperate pleas for help, police say a much darker truth was hiding. A story of deception, violence, and betrayal within the walls of the Haro family home. Tonight on Criminology Insights, we dive deep into the chilling case of baby Emmanuel, the missing child authorities now believe was murdered by the very people meant to protect him, his own parents. On August 14th, Rebecca and Jake Haro reported their baby missing, telling police he was abducted outside a Big Five sporting goods store in Yucaipa, California. The story sparked an immediate search, drawing community concern and widespread media coverage. The couple even appeared on television, pleading for Emmanuel's safe return. But almost immediately, cracks began to form in their story. Surveillance footage from nearby businesses failed to show any sign of a kidnapping. Relatives admitted they hadn't seen Emmanuel in weeks. And the ball field where his parents claimed he was last spotted turned out to be another dead end. What began as an Amber Alert soon turned into something much more sinister. Friday marked a dramatic turning point. Both parents were arrested and charged with murder. And although Emmanuel's body has not yet been found, investigators now say they no longer believe the infant is alive. Inside the Haro family home, detectives uncovered disturbing evidence. Bloodstains soaked into the carpet. For a 7-month-old baby who couldn't crawl or walk, that evidence was devastating. Even more chilling, all of Emmanuel's belongings were gone. His baby clothes had been thrown away. Family photographs of him had been removed from the home. It was as if Rebecca and Jake had tried to erase all traces of his existence. As police dug deeper, they discovered troubling behavior by the parents in the days leading up to the alleged abduction. The Haros reportedly visited the Big Five parking lot ahead of time, checking to see whether cameras covered the area. Investigators now believe they staged the scene to sell their kidnapping story. Around the same time, the couple was seen at a home improvement store attempting to buy a reciprocating saw. On its own, such a purchase could be innocent. But in the shadow of murder charges, the implications were disturbing. The Haros' past only darkened the picture further. Jake had previously faced accusations of severe child abuse, including an incident that left another of his infants permanently disabled. Rebecca, meanwhile, was estranged from her 2 older daughters. Together, their history painted a portrait of instability and neglect, raising questions about how long Emmanuel had truly been in danger. In recent days, investigators have searched multiple sites for Emmanuel's remains, including a dam in Paris, California, a landfill in Beaumont, and even a vast church property in Yucaipa. Reporter Ahmed Bu, covering the case relentlessly despite battling cancer, captured footage of suspicious activity. Rebecca reportedly pushing a stroller on the property at midnight. His on-the-ground reporting even helped generate new leads, with deputies arriving to investigate locations after his broadcasts. His dedication, even collapsing from exhaustion during one arrest scene, has kept the case in the public eye and underscored the urgency of finding Emmanuel's body. Meanwhile, the community has rallied. A candlelight vigil outside the Haro home drew dozens of grieving neighbors. Some came seeking closure, others in disbelief that parents could commit such a crime. One mourner summed up the mood perfectly. How, as a parent, as a human being, can you do this to an innocent child? His dedication, even collapsing from exhaustion during one arrest scene, has kept the case in the public eye and underscored the urgency of finding Emmanuel's body. Meanwhile, the community has rallied. A candlelight vigil outside the Haro home drew dozens of grieving neighbors. Some came seeking closure, others in disbelief that parents could commit such a crime. One mourner summed up the mood perfectly. How, as a parent, as a human being, can you do this to an innocent child? This is one of the darkest stories we've ever covered on Criminology Insights. A story of a baby robbed of his future, a community left searching for answers, and investigators fighting for justice when hope seems lost. We will continue to follow every development in the Emmanuel Haro case. If you want to stay updated on this investigation, and on other true crime cases that demand answers, subscribe to Criminology Insights and turn on notifications. Together, we shine a light on the darkest crimes, and give a voice to those who can no longer speak for themselves.